Hi YouTube, it's Pen Paper 19. As promised, I'm back to discuss what has been my 2023 work planner saga up until now. This is going to be a really chatty video, but you can look at the chapters below, and if you want reviews of any of these three planners that I'm going to be discussing, you can find the timestamps below and jump straight to that section. But before I get into these options, let me talk a little bit about my journey throughout this year. So I started this year in an A5 rings. This is a Giglio Campagna in A5 in the aqua leather. It is a monster, actually. It's beautiful. I really do like it. But here's an A5 notebook. Next to that, it's just really, really big. The paper is A5 in here, but once you put it into a binder, it just becomes really beefy, and I just found this really unwieldy. And the individual papers in a ring binder setup is just something that did not work for me at all. What I found really interesting that I ended up doing and really have found I would say a really contented work situation has been an A5 bound weekly notebook, and I'll show you a specific type. So I have this Sumkin weekly agenda planner, obviously from 2021. I ended up using this halfway last year, and then midway this year I picked it back up and realized how much I love this. And I pair it with just a regular A5 notebook with lined paper, and it has been just like this, has been incredibly satisfying for me, and I really love it. And let me just quickly go over the things that I have found to be most important for me in a work planner, because that is sort of what I am trying to replicate for 2023 and has been a little bit of a saga for me. So I do need to be a little bit careful because I have a lot of confidential stuff in here. So here's an example of this. I don't know, probably know what this looks like. If not, it's just monthlies. Monthlies are not that important for me, but there they are. This is what a weekly layout looks like, and this is what I have found to be really important for me. This looks like an A5 Hobonichi week style, but the important thing for me is that on one side I have the week laid out so that if I have something due, a really important meeting, just I can kind of keep track of those on the day of. On the right hand side, I do kind of the weekly to-dos that I know that I need to get done that week, and other kind of really important notes. And then like the daily, 8 hours a day or so that I'm in a meeting, those meeting notes go in just a regular notebook. What's also been important for me is having at the back blank pages. It doesn't need to be a crazy number of blank pages. That's why I do have a separate notebook. But this notebook has 65 additional just blank pages at the end. But I do find that for certain one-on-one meetings or certain recurring things that I know I want to keep track of in one place, it's great to have kind of some bulk number of pages at the back of the actual agenda so that I can keep track of it in one place. So this is the layout that I've loved so much, and this is what I wanted to purchase for 2023. And interestingly, I did purchase a Sumkin planner for 2023. It's now called Sumkin, not Sumkin, and I believe they're based out of Belgium now and not Paris, but I did purchase a 2023 agenda. Now, it is the last year that they will I believe manufacture paper planners. The paper, I actually really like the paper. It is, I actually don't remember what paper this is. It is an Italian paper. I think it's 70 GSM. It's pretty crinkly, but I love this paper. I have had no issues with it whatsoever. The issue has been that I ordered the 2023 planner, I think back in August. I I do think it was a pre-order, and I can't remember when the planner was supposed to ship out, if it was September or October. Regardless, I have emailed them a number of times. Sometimes they get back to me, sometimes they don't. And it's clear that they have had some issues with suppliers in Italy, like paper suppliers or something. And so it's not clear to me that I'm gonna get this notebook or this planner in time for 2023, which is really a disappointment to me because this is my favorite planner by far for work purposes, and it kind of saddens me to think that I found the planner that works for me and to know that they're going to stop making this anyway. So I had to kind of pivot and find something else that would work for me. So I came across 3 separate planners that I will kind of go through in the order that they arrived, actually. And I think one of them really kind of already known and popular amongst the community, and 2 I found just by doing some internet searches. It's not that easy to find. I was really kind of looking for an A5-ish size with the week on one side and a blank page or some note section on the right on a separate page, and then some blank pages in the back. So what I first came across was the Ardium planner. This is a Korean planner. I found this on mochithings.com. I think I paid $43.95 for this. Excuse me. Not including taxes. This is in the medium size, which is, the medium size is, let me just double check before I say anything here. It looks like it's in between an A5 and a B6, because this is the B6, this is the A5, and the gray Ardium planner right here. So what they call medium, looks like it's in between. It's a good size. The paper is 100 GSM, and I'll quickly go over a few of the features. I actually really like this planner. I don't think I'm going to use this planner, but I want to keep it and use it for something, because I actually do. I really like it. The one thing I will say I don't like is the feeling of the cover. It's if you've ever had anything that is a waxed canvas, where it has a feeling of almost oiliness, nothing comes off on your hands, but there is this, it's textured like a linen cover, if you can see that, but it definitely is waxed canvas, and it feels like something's coming off in your hand. I actually don't really like that feeling. It feels a little strange. It does say on the spine, 2023 Ardium planner. In blind embossing here, it says Ardium planner. Use your Ardium planner as your manager. I actually really like this closure, elastic on the diagonal like that down here. I think it's kind of creative. I don't know that I've really seen that on other planners, and I like that it really is a way for you to just carry your pen as well. I think that's pretty slick. This planner also came with a loose sticker pocket. I just stuck it here. I don't know if I already said this, but the paper is cream, and it's 100 GSM. And it's a yearly plan. You have a yearly checklist. There are things listed in Korean. I think they're holidays. You have your weekly, monthly plan. Just really nice and clean. And then you go straight into this layout. Now, I have to say, I really like this. As I said, the things that I absolutely need for my work planner, a way to do like weekly top tasks that need to be done, things that I can just jot in for the day that need to get done, and then on the other side, blank paper that I can take notes on. This really is kind of a perfect setup for me. I just have a particular love of paper. I will say this paper doesn't feel like special paper. It feels great. It feels nice and smooth, and as I said, 100 GSM. This is the thickest of the lot. And it looks great. I actually really like this. The grid looks really thin, and I like that too. I was surprised by how many planners the font bothered me, but this one, I like the clean font. The setup here, and then in the back, as necessary, there's a free note section. And there are plenty of pages for my purposes for notes in the back. So this fits, and there's one ribbon marker, bookmark, which I actually find very useful. So this is a great little planner, and I actually would be happy to use this as my work planner. I don't think I'm going to use this one, but we shall see. This does tick all the boxes for me, and I think it's a really great planner if anybody likes that layout and doesn't mind the waxed canvas. The next one is one that I know is quite popular all over social media, and I'm sure people have already plumbed the depths of this planner, and this is the Sterling Ink Common Planner. I got the mauve color half year, so half of the year is in one book, the other half is in the other. It is a B6 size, and it has my familiar and beloved Tomoe River paper and 52 GSM. I had a lovely experience working with Catherine at Sterling Ink. I accidentally purchased the full year and then realized my mistake and purchased the half year. I immediately emailed Catherine asking her if I could cancel the full year, but I told her, you know, if I can't do that, that's fine, not a big deal. And she, you know, it was completely seamless. She refunded me for the full year, and it was a great experience. So this is beautiful. The thing that I absolutely love about this is the font. The font is so clean. I mean, I hesitate to go through this because I think everybody has seen this planner already. If not, I can just do a quick run through. But I love Tomoe River paper. This one has a goal breakdown. Now, I don't need goal breakdowns for work. I mean, sort of do. But, you know, I kind of do things like that on computer. Priorities, doing quarterly priorities, which none of the other planners have. I kind of like this because the teams that, my clients basically, have priorities, and it's really great to put them down in a quarterly fashion because that's how my work thinks as well. Goes into monthly. I just really like the clean font. It pleases me. Goes into the weekly. Now, the thing that initially deterred me is that I am not a vertical planner. But what I realized is I can co-opt this style to be what I need it to be, which is to say what I would do is probably cut off every week with a pen, maybe at the 10 o'clock mark or something. And then I'd use the top portion as my weekly. So like that's the week, like the daily like to-dos that must happen. And then the bottom portion I just kind of use as the blank paper that is on one side of the other notebooks. And I can just use that for notes for the week. And then the left-hand side, I'd use that for the weekly to-dos. So I can kind of co-opt and this style to be in the format that I need it to be, which is kind of a weekly on one page and a blank notebook on the other page. The thing that I really like about this one, this is a half year, it goes through June. The thing that I really like about this one is just the sheer number of additional pages. Almost 190 if you include this one, additional pages. What this means, I think, I'd have to kind of test this, is that I may not need to carry around an additional notebook if I have that many pages back there. So that's the thing that's really attractive to me about this, and I think this is what I will use for my work planner next year. The B6 is smaller than I anticipated. It's not what I was thinking of using. I was looking for an A5, so that does make me wonder. But, you know, honestly, I'm willing to give it a shot and see if it works for me. So this was a great little find. Finally, a completely different type of planner. I was just looking on Etsy in sheer desperation, looking for a replacement for my Sumkin, and came across this London-based company called the Completist London. They are on Etsy, at least that's where I found them. And they do handmade kind of notebooks and planners and things like that. They're a family-run business. I think they make music books in the UK, and they make these books with beautiful paper, and the paper that they actually use in the planners and notebooks is music sheet paper. So I picked up this kind of dateless planner just because I knew I was getting other planners, and I knew that the likelihood of me actually not using this in 2023 was pretty high, but I wanted to check it out and get it undated so that I could use it in some future year. They have different styles. The style that I got is called Bristol No. 2 Lay Flat Undated Weekly Planner. It's in this really pretty textured paper box, cardboard box. Open it up. I love pretty packaging. It just makes everything so pleasing. Oh, well, there you go. This planner has been manufactured by a specialist family-owned music book manufacturer in the UK using sustainable materials. It's designed to lie flat no matter how far you are into the planner. When opening the book for the first few times, do so holding the first page and the last page against the cover to ensure its flexibility. The cover uses premium uncoated 250 GSM GF Smith textured card. As an uncoated paper, there will be a natural wearing of the colors on the cover. So here you go. It's actually really pretty. This is an A5 size. Let me compare it to the Sumkin here. This is, I think, a pretty true A5. And it's just kind of no frills. Really simple. Here's the matching bookmark that it came with, which is kind of cool. I like that. Starts off with, and yeah, I could tell. It does look like if I trained it, it would open flat. It does not do so right now because I have not done what it told me to do. But I kind of don't want to do that right now, so we're just gonna flip through it. So music paper is a little bit, it feels close to 100 GSM. Actually don't know. It has just the tiniest bit more tooth than the paper in the Ardium planner, but I'd say it's fairly smooth. It's pretty white. And it just, when I say no frills, I mean no frills. It just jumps right in. But it has the format that I needed, which was weekly on one side, blank on the other. This one has the added bonus of like a dot grid for half of the page and then truly blank on the other. This is neither here nor there for me. It doesn't matter. And I actually like the redaction of the weekends because as this is a work planner, I don't really care about the weekends. So I think this is a full year, so 52 weeks. Oh, and then at the back, which is a little unconventional, are the months. It's just super basic, super simple, and then back here are the notes. Now for me, that's probably not enough note pages, but, you know, I don't know. There's something about this that's just, I don't know. It's nice. I like it. I will definitely use this some year. I don't think I'll use it this year. But anyway, these are the 3 planners that I've been kind of mulling over as my work planner solution. realistically, I think the actual best option for me is this Ardium planner, but there's just something about this common planner that makes me want to use her. So I think I will start 2023 in this planner and see how it goes. But I will say that I will be very, very sad to have to move out of my Simkin, because this has been such a fantastic planner for me for the second half of this year. But anyway, that's the journey that I've been on this year with my work planner situation, and I will hopefully keep you or give you a rundown next year of how my work planner situation is going. I hope everyone is having a lovely week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.